Slightly Unblended. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you're new. Today we're doing a little grungy glam. So if you'd like to see how I got it, then just keep on watching. Hey everybody, it's been a minute since I filmed. The last video that went up was probably the last time I filmed, and I think that's been a minute. But today I'm doing a look that was requested, and so it's the neutral look that I did when I got my RawBeautyKristi and Pure Cosmetics palette. I feel like it's going to pick up a little different because my other camera didn't really pick up as much detail. So I looked back and looked at the shades and everything that I used, and like it ended up looking like this. Anyway, I'm talking too much. So I'm just going to take my wrong brush, my ABH A14 brush, and I'm going to go into the shade Camelot, which is the yellow shade of the mustard. And I'm going to pack it into my crease. I'm just kind of like mapping out the shape that I want. So I'm just really packing that down. And I'll go back in and blend it in just a minute. Also, my hair's blonde now. I'm so excited. I've been wanting to like do blonde hair forever. And like I would always box dye it when I was a kid. And I tried to bleach it myself when I was a teenager. I want to say I was a junior or a senior in high school, and I fried it. Fun fact. So yeah, I used to put all kinds of different colors in it, which I plan to once it starts to grow out. I want to live as a blonde for a little while because I think it's so pretty. But I plan on doing a lot of fun stuff with my hair, which I feel like would make for great content. Well, I think great. It's probably going to be mediocre because it's me. Yeah. Anyway, I'm excited. This is another one of those videos that I've waited entirely too long to film, so I feel like I struggled a bit, which is no one's fault but my own. So, yeah. So now I'm going to take my Sigma E25 brush, and I'm just going to go ahead and like get a little bit more of that Camelot shade. Tap off the excess, and there is a fur on the brush. Like how? Anyway, tap off the excess and go ahead and give her a little blendy blend. So I'm really excited because I didn't know that there was like an anniversary edition of the manga Clover. I want to say that's what it is. I got it. It's going to be like in the background soon. Clamp is one of my favorite manga artists, and I just love their artwork. A few years ago, oh my gosh, like has it been 5 years already? Either way, like 5 years ago, I ordered the artwork book from Code Geass, and I really want to put that up in my background because their artwork to me is just like the most beautiful thing that I have ever seen. So to have like the hardback version of Clover, I have the paperback version. I have to show you the paperback version. I read it in one day. Okay, I'm rambling too much, but this is like, the artwork is just beautiful. Let me see if I can find a colorful page. Yes. Like, oh, so beautiful. Okay, back to the tutorial. I had to like share one of my most favorite mangas ever. So now I'm just going to take that Sigma E25 brush and a little bit of My Whole Heart, which is this shade right here. And I'm just going to tap off the excess, and I am going to just really like diffuse the Camelot shade. Get it nice and blended. Doing windshield wiper back and forth motions with a very light hand. That way we don't do like a little overblend. But I'm going to go in and touch it up in just a minute. Now I'm just going to take a little bit more. Really focus that. Now with my ABH A14 brush, I'm going to take a little bit of B and just blend it into my crease and the outer corner of my eye. Just apply that there. I'm going to pretty much take this into the deep crease. Just patting it down because I want to get it packed, and then I'm going to blend it out with copper boxes in just a minute. Do any of you read mangas? I would love to know your favorite. I have started Full Metal Alchemist. I started Full Metal Alchemist several years ago. My husband got me the whole box collection for Christmas 3 or 4 years ago. And I've got almost all of it finished. I've watched the anime more times than I can count. But yeah, I even got the Yu Yu Hakusho mangas. Not all of them. They're kind of hard to find. And I've watched that one a handful of times too. I like to, like, if I've already watched one, I'll still like to, like, read it and see how big of a difference there is between, like, the anime and the manga. Oh my gosh, but let's talk about Tsubasa. Have y'all watched that one? Have you read that one? I have, like, my whole little area over there is, like, a stack, like, this tall. Like, you can't even see it. That was the first one that I read, and I think Clover was like the second one. I don't know. Don't remember. It's been a long time. Anyway, I don't want to be having another 30-minute video because I talk too much. And I have the shades that I use wrote down because forgetful. So now I'm just going to take You're Not My Real Dad and just add it into the inner or the outer corner just for a little bit of depth to really get a little bit of that in there. I'm using the Morphe M507 brush for this. Just thought I'd mention it because I don't think that I did. Also, with the same brush, I'm going to take a little bit of Copper Boxes, which is right under Camelot in the palette. And I'm going to really just blend out B with it. I am really just focusing on blending this with little circular motions. So if I go one way, I also take it the other so that it will have a more even blend. Now I'm just going to take a little bit more of Camelot to really focus on getting it all nice and gradient. And I'm going to focus on blending that on the outer corner area of my eye. I know that on, when I first did this look, I wore a nude lipstick. But I think today, as I was trying to say before my camera cut me off, I have a Melt Cosmetics lipstick that I've only used like once, but I've been looking for an excuse to use it, and just because I like to be extra, I'm going to use it today. Anyway, I'm going to take my Lexi 237 brush and a little bit more of my Whole Heart, tap off the excess, and just give her a nice little baby blend. Very gently. You want to barely feel the bristles of the brush on your skin. And I'm going to take a little bit more Camelot. See, I just really want to get it focused on into the crease and make it a very seamless blend and like really mustardy. I'm going to take my Morphe M507 brush and a little bit more of Copper Boxes just to touch up that shade there, because I feel like Camelot kind of overpowered a little bit of it, but it'll be alright because we're going to clean that off anyway. So I just really want to have it cleaned up a little bit. Okay, after I take my micellar water on a Q-tip and clean it up, we can go in and touch things up. So just taking a little bit of micellar water on a Q-tip, and I'm going to clean my lid So I do this when I cut my crease, just so that when I apply my base, it has a cleaner base to work with, and the colors are more true to color and more vibrant. I don't know. I've been doing this like this for maybe a year or maybe a little more. I'm not quite sure. But I really, really like the payoff that I get when I remove any of the products from the lid. I just feel like it makes for a cleaner, more crisp cut crease. Now I'm going to take my ABH eye primer. If anybody knows of another awesome eye primer that works really good, please let me know, because I don't know. I just like to know of different alternatives for different products, and I used to use concealer, and like that ABH primer was like really my first primer that I tried, and I really, really liked it. So if you know anything that's like it, please do let me know. I'm just going to take my ABH A14 brush and a little bit of You're Not My Real Dad, and I'm tapping off the excess, but I'm going to apply it just to the edges of that primer. Just doing little baby pats. Okay. Now I'm going to take my Luxie Small Shader Brush and Golden Ticket, which is the shimmer in this palette, and I'm going to load that brush up, and I'm going to pack it down onto the lid. Alright, now that I have that applied, I'm just going to go ahead and take a little bit of the shade Copper Boxes on my ColourPop E10 brush, and I'm going to tap off the excess, and I'm really just going to like kind of sort of focus that on the inner corner area, but like not like the inner corner, but like towards the inner corner of my eye into my crease, just to bring back a little bit more of the depth, because I kind of took it away. So now that I have that depth brought back, I'm going to take just a tiny bit of B and focus that right along the edge of that cut crease to really focus and make it look more, I don't want to say hollow, but anyway, to make that depth more, what's the word I'm looking for? I guess to make it look more obvious. I don't know. I can't think of words right now. So I'm going to take my Melt Liner brush for this, because I decided that I don't want to mess it up. And I feel like if I had a smaller brush, then it would be easier. Focus it really tightly against that shimmer shade. We're just going to go back in with some more Camelot in a minute and fix it, like get it blended anyway. So I'm going to take a tiny bit more of Golden Ticket and just touch up where I kind of messed it up and got some of that shade onto the shimmer. So now I'm going to take my ABH A14 brush and some more Camelot, and I'm just going to apply it onto the edge of You're Not My Real Dad and Golden Ticket to have kind of an ombre effect. Just because it's kind of extra and I love it. And I'm going to take a little bit more. I'm going to clean this brush off. I'm going to take just a little bit more of You're Not My Real Dad and really just kind of like blend them together. So I'm just doing a little back and forth motions. just to really get it blended. I'm gonna double check it, get up real close because I should be wearing my glasses and I'm not, and I can't see. So I know I've had this mirror like really close to my face. I can see pretty well most of the time, I guess, unless I'm like trying to do something really precise on my eye and then I'm like this close to the mirror, or like if I'm trying to read something far away. Other than that, I feel like I can see fairly well, but I'm supposed to wear glasses. I kind of don't because I like to wear eyelashes. And it's hard to do both. Alright, I'm going to take a little bit more of Camelot and kind of just swishy it back and forth. Is that even a thing? Probably not. But just doing little baby blends. Now I'm going to take just a tiny bit of B on my ColourPop E10 brush and focus that more towards the outer corner area of that cut crease. And I will be taking my Morphe M507 brush and a little bit more of Camelot just to blend out the inner crease area here where we put a little bit more B a little bit ago, just to really focus on blending it. And I'm going to take just a teensy tiny bit of my whole heart and just really focus that along the edges here for a more blown out, soft, less harsh effect. I'm going to take just a little bit more of Golden Ticket and really pack that in up against that crease line here. Alright, I'm going to go do the rest of my face and I'll be right back. Alright, so this is the finished look. For my lower lashes, or like the lower lash line, I use the Pure eyeliner, or On Point eyeliner in Down to Earth. This is the one that they sent me as a free gift when I ordered the palette and the lashes. For the lashes, I use the Lovely Lashes from the collection. And for the lower lash line to smoke it out, all I did was use the shade You're Not My Real Dad in Camelot. Just real quick. And for the inner corner highlight, I used Golden Ticket. So yeah, this is the lipstick I wanted to use from Milk Cosmetics. It's Tomboy. It is like, I wanted to be all like grungy queen, and it kind of reminds me of the one that Hot Topic has called Vintage Lace, and I used to wear it all the time. It was my favorite. I used the freckle pen from ColourPop and the QT Star Stamp. So yeah, I'm kind of living my little punk grungy queen moment. Let me know what you'd like to see next down below. I will have my Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, all that good stuff, the Twitter, you know. We can get on there and talk about mangas, anime, makeup, whatever. I'll have all that. We can chat. Don't forget to use the hashtag SlightlyUnblended for your chance to be featured in an upcoming video. And if you like this video and want to see more of this Hot Mess Express, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. And if you'd like to get notified of as soon as I upload, please hit the notification bell. And I think that's it. So thank you so much for watching, and I hope that I'll see you in the next one. Bye.